I grew up in Newmarket in the 90s when it was just removed enough from the city that I would hear what was on the radio and I would see what was on Much Music, which included a lot of Watchmen. And I kind of get the sense that when you were coming up in Winnipeg, it was similarly not the center of the national or international rock and roll scene. And I wonder if there's something about being from a place like that, as opposed to your New Yorks, your Londons, what have you, that engenders more fandom and more love for it, and that gets you into it for those reasons.
No question about it. I mean, I get very nostalgic about the way things were sort of in the band's early days. Being in sort of the center of Canada, we had access in our van to head west if we wanted to tour out to Vancouver, and we could head east if we wanted to tour to Toronto and then to the East Coast. But with that said, and it's become a bit of a cliche in Winnipeg, that the cold weather sort of forced everybody to sort of stay inside. And the Watchmen were no exception. I mean, when we were decided that this is what we wanted to do, we would rehearse every night. And we had all made a choice to leave school, leave work, much to our parents' dismay, and give it a real kick at the can. We knew instinctively that original material was important. With all humility, I'll say we had very good taste in music, I think, and we did a lot of interesting covers. So we worked very hard at it. We weren't sort of just doing it to just have some fun. We were goal oriented in our pursuit to get our music out to people. And we made it a business to improve and be professional. And then we go to Toronto. We felt that the industry at large was in the Toronto area, but there was a bit of a level of intimidation there as well, because we were from a small town. We would drive our van 24 hours to Toronto, and we'd open up for Skydiggers or Pursuit of Happiness or you name it. We're proud to be from Winnipeg, and I've said this before. I love the fact that we're kind of in the history books a little bit as far as Winnipeg is concerned. I think if you Google Winnipeg rock bands, the Watchmen will come up. And that to me is something I'm extremely proud of, given the history of Winnipeg with the bands from the 60s. We were kind of that band in the 90s, and I love that.